around with. After having settled on a face shape, I continue to tweak the eyes. To make him look a bit more broody, I lower the height of his eyes and make them slightly bigger as well, since we will be seeing him from a distance and this will help make them more visible. For the mouth, I make the lower lip more prominent to keep true to the original character design sketch. Continuing on with the nose, as you can see, there is a folder with parameters just for the nose right there. I leave the shape pretty much as it is, but heighten it a bit so it is more centered in the overall composition of the face. I find that his forehead and temples are slightly caved in, so I go in the upper face shapes folder. I widen the temples and brow width so the square aspect is returned to his facial shape. With that done, we are moving on to the body shape. Using the camera controls, I zoom back out and then make sure the entire body is selected so the parameters panel can change accordingly. Just like in the head morphs, you'll see that there are several folders allowing you to change specific areas to the overall body. I start off with the full body parameters. I want him to be muscular, but not obviously so. A great way to balance these out is to play around with the muscular parameters and the tone parameters. You can even use the heavy parameters to give the model a bit of extra flesh. Let's move on to customizing the female characters. Just like in the character design, we will be applying heavier alterations to their bodies than the male character. After having loaded in the Allison model, who just like Ryan holds more customization capabilities, I make sure the entire body is selected and then move her over to the right as she is loaded into the canvas on top of the Ryan model. You'll see in the parameters panel that the transform options allow you to move the model around. Once I've moved her away from Ryan, the first thing I do is scale her down. You could do this manually by using the X, Y, and Z scales, but it's much easier to use the top option, Scale, as this allows you to alter the entire body. I want these creatures to be much smaller than the male character. Just like we did with Ryan, we use the camera controls to zoom in on the face and